Chapter 11 Content Mastery video. So, I'm going to talk about the differences between goods and services and the differences in approach to the market for each of them. So, goods are defined as, tangible, physical items that can be touched, seen, possessed. Some of those items include clothing, the electronic I'm recording on, the water bottle I have next to me. All these things are tangible. They're all goods. They're all things that I can physically have in my life. You pay a dollar amount for them and you're going to receive that good. Food is the same thing. There's something that you are physically going to receive from the person that is selling it to you. And a service is something that is in action. So it's an intangible action. It's a performance. It's something that is offered by another party. It can be education, healthcare, even just going to a business and asking them, paying for their services on how to get more money, something stupid like that. That is technically a service because you're paying for their services. Education's a big one. A lot of people are paying for education so they can get that service, so they can get a degree where they get that tangible good by having that degree, so then they can show it to their next employer, and they can show, oh wow, I got the intangibles that other people don't have. So like I was saying, the difference between goods and services is the tangibility. So the physical presence, basically. Goods have a physical characteristic. They are seen, felt, heard, whatever. They can be tested before purchase. They're something that you know what you're getting into before you're receiving it. Services are something that's intangible. You don't know what kind of performance you are going to receive. You can look at past reviews. You can look at past everything, and you can see, oh, this is going to be a good investment, or this is something that, oh, I think it's going to work. But you don't fully know that until you actually agree and receive the service that they are providing for you. So the standardization is another one. So goods can be manufactured. They can be precise to specifications. They allow consistent quality, where service quality can differ. It's very variable. The variability on services is very high. It's something that you're not going to see with goods, because goods can be mass produced in a factory. They're always going to come out in the right way, and if they don't, then you just trash them. Whereas service, if it doesn't come out the right way, you can't just trash it. You can't just say, I want my money back because I didn't like the play that you performed for me. It's something that you have to live with and understand, oh, I paid for this to try to receive a service, and I was not promised, or there was no expectation of it being to my liking. Obviously, that's what everyone hopes, is that the service that they are paying for, or that they are going to get provided, is going to be up to their standard, but not necessarily. You can walk into something thinking, oh yeah, this is going to work, or this is going to be my type of service, or this is going to be my type of play, and then it's not. And then you're disappointed and you didn't like it and you want your money back, but you can't get it because you paid for what you got. And then ownership and returns. So when buying a good, ownership is transferred to the buyer. If you purchase that product, you are now the owner. You own it. It's no one else's product. Once it's off the shelf and you've put the money down on the table, it's yours. It can be returned though. Obviously, it's like anything from a store, like a Walmart. If you buy something that you don't want, you can just return it. Services are not owned, and they cannot genuinely be returned or stored. There's nowhere that you can store a service. There's nowhere you can return a service. You can't get rid of that play that you watched that you hated out of your mind. It's gonna be there. You can't say, I want my money back, I'll give you the play back, because it's just not. That's not something that can happen. And then, what is a brand? And then what makes up a brand? What is the function of a brand? And then why are brands so critical? So brands are intangibles. They are collective perception, emotional connection, and reputation of a business held by the public. So a lot of companies have a brand. McDonald's, the Golden Arches, their brand is that they provide cheap food for everyone. They provide good food. A lot of people think it's good, some people think it's terrible, but they provide cheap, good food on the road whenever you need it. It's going to be there. That's kind of their brand. They're known for kids too, since they have those play places at most or at some of their restaurants. They have the toys in the kids' meals. There's just different things like that. It's more of a childhood staple. You don't see adults randomly going out on a random day to get McDonald's unless they are in a rush and need a quick dinner. Then it is, oh, let's go get McDonald's. It's cheap, it's quick, it's something reliable. So what makes up a brand is the brand identity. So it can be the name, logos, slogans, the color palette, anything like that. Like I just said with McDonald's, their slogan, I'm loving it. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. You're going to love our food is what they're trying to say. The logo, Golden Arches, everyone knows when you're driving on the highway late at night and you see an illuminated sign and it's yellow, it's McDonald's. You see the big old M and the Golden Arches. That's the way that they can create that brand identity where they're going to get reoccurring customers. People are going to see, oh, there's a McDonald's on the side of the road. Let's stop and get food. We're hungry? Perfect. Their core identity, what's their mission, purpose, their value, personality, different things like that. So people look at the brand, see what their purpose is, and they understand, oh, well, providing cheap food, perfect. This is exactly what I need in the moment, bang. The customer experience, so it's the tangible interactions with the product. So that can be customer service and the company culture. So customer service is a big one. If you have a bad experience going to a McDonald's, then you might not want to go back to that specific McDonald's or any of them in general, just because of that one bad experience. What is the function of a brand? So a brand helps customers identify products and services instantly. Like I've been saying with McDonald's, you identify the Golden Arches and you see, oh, that's McDonald's. Let's stop by. We need to go because we are hungry. It is a simple fix to the issue that we are having. So that's the service that they are providing. They provide good service, they provide quality food, and they provide it quick. And that's the same thing with their product. Their product is quality. It's always up to standard, usually. Obviously, there are times where it's not. But that's kind of, when you're getting McDonald's, you're going in with the expectation of, I'm going to get cooked food that is tasty and that I can eat while in my car. Differentiation, so how they compare to their competitors. So they create those unique selling propositions, making sure that theirs differs from any other company. They just came out with a new burger, and that kind of differs from other places because they're coming out with new products. They're trying to make theirs unique and special. So other companies have to also reinvent or, innovate and come up with their own thing. And then why is brand critical for a marketer? So the differentiations, a strong brand enables a product to stand out. When you understand where your position is in the market and you can say, oh, we're the top brand, that's where we're the top business, that's where your brand is standing out. If you're at the top of the market, then that means that whatever you have created, whether it be your company culture, your brand, anything of that sort, means that it is at the highest level and it is exceeding what expectations probably. It's creating a very successful business and it's allowing for the product to be sold. So it's just making sure that everything is functional. Their identity is out there. It just allows products to stand out. That is how you differentiate a strong brand from a weak brand. And then strong branding also creates intangible value. So when you have a strong brand, people are going to know it. And, a lot of people don't know Burger King's brand or Wendy's, but they know McDonald's. Even without having McDonald's, they understand the I'm loving it. They understand the Golden Arches, where other companies, where they're not as successful or they don't have that big of a slogan or something that is that connected to their brand, it might not stand out as much and it doesn't provide that intangible value.